I'm here at the Virginia University of Lynchburg campus with the head basketball coach, Coach Buddy Mason. I understand there are a lot of exciting things going on here on the campus, Coach Mason.
Bill, there is. We have been given a nice reward for a season that's been up and down. I think the fact that we won 8 of our last 11 games got a lot of national attention, and the National Christian Tournament in Oakland, Indiana, has invited us to come participate with some of the top teams in the United States. We're very excited with it. It is a great opportunity for our kids to expose their talents in a complete another world. So, you know, we're pleased that they thought enough of us to have us out there. We're going to participate. Actually, Sunday we have a practice. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday we will play. Our first game is against Victory Christian from Memphis, which is one of the top teams in the United States. So we'll get to find out very early what we're made of, Bill.
Well, Coach, don't you think that's quite of an accomplishment for a first-year institution in terms of having a basketball program?
Coach, you know, Bill, I think it is, or either we fooled a lot of people. I really put a little bit of encouragement out there. I think our kids have played hard. I think the school is the 2 games that we had locally has supported us. I think we feel we belong, and therefore, yeah, it's all good. I think it's for a first-year institution after a gazillion years of not having sports. It's good stuff.
Coach Mason, let me ask you this question. What do you think your chances are in this upcoming NCC tournament this upcoming week?
Bill, chances are frightening. You know, horseshoes and gambling, I look at chances there. But we've got good kids. It is going to come down to, do they need coronary transplants, or will they go out and play as hard as they played in some of the other events? If we step up on the floor and we play as hard as we played in Maine or Rhode Island, Alabama, we've got a good chance to win this thing and bring it back. It is a crapshoot, as you very well know, when you're dealing with children that think they invented basketball. You don't know how they're going to operate, but I hope we've got just enough that are out there that are serious about their craft that we can really make a good showing out there.
Coach, I understand ESPN interviewed you concerning the success that you've had this first year. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, I had an interesting phone call today, Coach, around 3:30, getting ready to come over here, and had a call from New York wanting to know about VUL and what it was, and that they had heard interesting things from some of the teams that we played, that we were very competitive, wanting to know what the future would have in store for a school that was just becoming operative in sports. And I gave them my best shot and told them that I thought we were special. I think we can even be greater, Bill. I think when they realize what we can be, that I think the sky's the limit. And this is what they were interested in hearing.
Coach, who are some of your players that have made a significant contribution to the program this year?
Well, I look at the 3 kids that I just got word on yesterday, Bill, that were selected academic All-American. To me, this is what it's all about. Dmitry Zemin, junior from Moscow, Russia, a member of their national team, has had a great year. Igor Shemetikov, our 7-foot center, a very, very good year. Laquan McFall, our young man from Lynchburg, 6'1" guard, terrific year. Chris Calvin from New York, very good year. We've had a lot of kids step up in lieu of us missing and losing a lot of kids, Bill. We started out with 23, we have 10 now. These kids have stepped up and done a great, great job. Dennis Stradley from Martinsville, Virginia, terrific job. You know, we're going to have more of that.
Coach, how is your height and your rebounding strength and your shooting? What would you say would be your strong points for your team?
Well, we're averaging about between 40 and 45 rebounds a game. My philosophy from 100 years ago is that in order to be really successful in this sport, you've got to have 45 rebounds a game. We're getting close to that. Igor's averaging about 10. Dennis Stradley's averaging about 8 or 9. Dimitri at guard is averaging 6. Dennis is averaging 6. We've got some kids that are stepping up. Shooting-wise, I'm disappointed. Our best shooter is a young man from Finland, and UC Tertia can be a remarkable shooter. He's been a little inconsistent until the last 2 or 3 games, and he's done a great job. So I'm looking for that to carry us through in Indiana. The sky's the limit for UC. He's a freshman. He's got a great basketball IQ. So, we've got the pieces, Bill, to build on it. We need 3 or 4 more.
Coach Mason, I understand you have an outstanding coaching background. Tell us a little bit about your coaching background.
In my life, I fooled a lot of people, Bill. I started out actually at Middle Tennessee, 1968, when there were feathers still in the basketball. And from there, went with John Guthrie and Wayne Dobbs to George Washington. From there, went to the University of Georgia and was there until I recruited Dominique Wilkins, and that's when I decided that we would go into business, and my wife talked me into giving up the sport until I went into AAU ball. So that's basically my background in a nutshell. It's been fun. It's a game, and it's something that I still enjoy.
What are you looking for in new recruits that you're out recruiting, Coach?
Bill, I've got to have a glass eater, as we call it. I need a 6'9", and I've already got him, 6'9" glass eater who has great study habits. He, I think, will be tremendous. I need a point guard, and Darius Eccles, who has had to sit out this year, is, I think, one of the finest point guards there is. He's played for me for 5 years in AAU ball. I'm looking for another point guard, and I heard we had a kid walk on the other day that averaged 35 a game for another school. I'm going to talk with him. And if we can fill those positions and get kids that really want to compete, Bill, that's what I'm looking for. So we're talking about basically 3 or 4 new people.
Great, Coach. If there are players that are interested in contacting you, what are some of the benefits and ways that they might want to get in touch with you, and some of the benefits that they would have attending VUL University?
Well, I think anybody should want to be a part of a new adventure. It's just about like they used to talk about the journeys years ago. It takes a step. And if I were young coming along, I would really like to be part of a school who the sky's the limit, who've got good people that care around, who'll go down and watch them play. This is a great situation. And we want that kind of kid. If you do not want to study, don't come here. If you want to be accountable, come here. And the rules we have, and we have 33 rules. We're pretty strict about things. We treat athletics and basketball as a job. We call it Wall Street. Don't come here if you aren't interested in basketball, but definitely don't come here if you aren't interested in an education, Bill. And that's my message to every kid, regardless of what sport you're going to play.
Coach Mason, it's been an outstanding interview, and we wish you all the luck this coming week in the NCC tournament.
Bill, thank you very much, and keep your fingers crossed.
All right.